kicks in the AFL.
Let's get it underway. Dreamtime game number 8 at the MCG. Ruck work. Bell Chambers had a bit of a trim as well with the hair. Marriage starts with a tackle. Foley, fantastic to Deledio. Breaks the tackle inside 50 to Tigers. Rewalt's there. Martin just swooped on the ball, turned around it. Boy, oh boy, wowee, what a start from the Tigers.
What about that, Richo? He's just a freak of a young player. The composure, the best don't argue that I think I've ever seen for a young man in the game. Look how clean that is. One pick-up, bang, shrugged the tackle, put it on the boot, knew exactly what he was doing. What a great start for Dustin Martin and the Tigers.
Yeah, and that man there that got around him, Brett Deledio, he is crucial. He gains more meterage for the Richmond Footy Club than anyone else, and that little bit of pace got him out of trouble in the middle. And the shrug of the tackle by Dustin Martin, he's very, very strong through the hips. He doesn't go to ground, which is a trait of good players. And
10 so far. And Fletcher, as you can see, his matchup.
Dustin Martin, Foley again, a boy out of the Geelong Falcons. Mickey Turner, Footy Factory. Here's Cochin, couldn't get it. Watson tries to set the example. Hocking banged it forward and Ryder, I think it is, taking a diving mark.
Played in front, that's what you got to do. Scrappy kicks come your way, you get those low chest marks in front.
30 metres out, punt road end. Ryder comes in and drills the ball. The Bombers get one as well. Carrying the ball downfield. He wanted it back. Here he is for the 3rd time. Now he's touched it 3 times in this sequence. They love getting it in his hands. Basher Hooley can use it as well.
They're high risk, high reward, the Tigers. You see this kick come unstuck. This is what they do.
Davey immediately tidies things up in favour of the Bombers with a great goal. Forward pressure at its best.
Well, Richmond love to try and hit short targets in their back half and set up play and shift the defence, but that one's a turnover. That just wasn't on. And straight to Alwyn Davey, who slots a great goal.
Had the goal 5 now after that one, but 3 and 4, not a bad effort. Here's Watson, got a trip, the advantage played. Here's Jeddah, handball, Davey sends it out to Heppel. Heppel around the corner to Ryder. Paddy in front again. Takes it over.
He might have to rethink his positioning, Alex Rance.
Ryder comes in and drills the goal. The Bombers have kicked 3 in a row. Ball to the mullet Marriage. Takes a very nice mark. The give and they're away here. Deledio, I think it was involved, got it out here. This looks like a Grigg. An opportunity for him. Goes inside 50. I think it's a goal. Magnificent kick.
The ground. Really good with their foot skills. Wait for something to open it up. Quite patient across half-back. Once something opens up, though, they go for
Best in the comp at the moment, Lingy, with that, you reckon?
They are. They're number 1 in the comp at kick-to-handball ratio.
Monfries to Ryder. Ryder from 45 for goal number 3 for him. Paddy is absolutely on fire. The Bombers have kicked 4 first-quarter goals, and Paddy has a dad called Reeves, has kicked 3.
Look, this was a shoddy kick, but when you present it the football like this, like Hurley did, and he always does, doesn't matter if the ball bounces in front. If you're presenting up, he gathered it at ground level and got the handball off to a handball received running player, and Paddy Ryder kicks his 3rd goal already. He is on target for a big, big night.
What a start for Paddy Ryder. Nice little one-finger celebration. Eyes lighting up, saying, hey, this is my chance here. I'm 1 out. Get it through that position on the ground. They weren't able to. And we've got ourselves in a contested situation again.
Stanton to Davey. Davey back. Here go the Bombers as they reload again. Doing a lot of damage, this man here. Dempsey, short ball. Hurley's got a free here. Advantage paid. Monfries gets a free look without pressure and nails the goal for the Bombers.
So they are totally in control. The way they want to play the game, they are doing it with ease. When they want to hold on possession, they do it. And then when they want to get their leg speed going, they've just cut Richmond up a little too easily so far.
Great kick by Dempsey, let down a little by Hardingham, who responded with a dispossessing tackle, but Tuck gets on the end of this. Tigers bit of free ball. Here's Edwards. He's got Nahas running free to goal. It's a certain mark and a certain goal. Nahas takes it inside. Tigers 3rd of the quarter. Tuck from the clearance. Inside 50, Fletcher. Big punch might mark his own ball almost. Little kick to Jakey Carlisle, who's really progressing as a big player for the Bombers.
Just their transition to defend, BT, is what we're talking about. You can just see it's a little too easily now. You give Essendon time and space and they will slice you up.
Zaharakis now a genuine midfielder. Finds Crammery, turns around the left. Spearing ball to Watson, who had a great set of jukes.
Took the ball on the lead, played on immediately. Watson presents up at the target. We've seen Hurley present up and Ryder already. They look dangerous on the lead.
Watson for a 19-point Bomber lead at the punt road end. They've kicked well, and there's another example from their skipper.
On the full now. Man in front.
Look at that for a hairdo. Wow. Marriage. Rewald's got it. Umpire says play on.
Hey, mark. He's taking a mark.
Umpire down the field has paid the mark, has he? He has.
I heard.
Told it to mark, he's in clear position.
So umpire Jordan Bannister couldn't see it from where he was.
Well, let's have a look, BT. Second, third, grab, well.
It wasn't a mark. It was probably a free kick, so I'm not sure they've got it right there. But Jack Rewalt's got the ball. He probably deserved to.
Well, the umpire off the ball paying that free kick. Rewalt's after the security to just move a little. This would lift his spirits and the Tigers. Real difficult position confronting Rewalt. He's a dead-eye. That is absolutely magnificent. Jack Rewalt has nailed his first goal to lift the Tigers. Barreled up umpire I've ever seen.
Well, I think if you're an extra large, you wear an extra large. He's got the medium on the goal.
Oh, boy, looking for a job with the Wiggles, no doubt about it. Look at that, Bell Chambers. Dempsey picks it up off his toes. Really impressive game so far. Gets it down to Jeddah. Did he touch him in the back? Umpire said no. Jeddah's able to play on. Tiger fans will be furious. Goal to Leroy Jeddah. Jeddah and Morris coming back together there, and Jeddah getting right in the nose of Morris. And just a bit displayed in the centre circle there. Bell Chambers around the corner. Here's Tuck. Marriage has got Bell Chambers coming, and has he got the awareness to get it off? He has, but it went to the wrong man. Jeddah with a rocket-like handball going out to Watson. Watson gathers, and a free kick will go his way as well.
On the move forward.
Richmond
Head down,
players
go down.
complaining about that one, but that's not ducking his head. That's just head over the footies. He's down winning the footy. That's a free kick every day of the week.
Yep, put his head down. He has to put his head over the ball at some stage, Lee. He doesn't need to win it.
Absolutely, BT. He's just doing what he's there to do. He's there to win the footy.
A little unlucky for the Tigers, but nevertheless, it is there. Jobe Watson kicked a big goal at the 25-minute mark of the first quarter.
It's become a really reliable set-shotted goal, Jobe Watson.
This for the biggest margin of the game. The skipper Watson comes in, bit of a hop and a hip, and there it is. He drills it home. Bombers by 23. He's got to beat Deledio. Deledio did well, circling the ball. Short ball to Cochin.
This is where they need to hurt them on the rebound, B2. Mention it being played on Essendon's terms. They look so much more dangerous when they go forward. Essendon, they need to be able to get some quick ball movement. This one's got to keep going in.
Edwards plays on to Cochin. Cochin enters the 50, 45 and closing. Needed that, the Tigers. Round of football. And of course, dream time here at the G tonight. Tigers. Rewalt's come a long way up. Melksham got it to Hooker. Hooker just bangs a wobbly old thing forward, and Jeddah, as Hooley went to ground, has taken the mark.
Just a poor exit out of defence from the Tigers. You know that Alex Rance, as he plays on and scores, BT.
Yep. Davey didn't quite get there. Fletcher now, got to knock it out under pressure. Lonergan didn't well, didn't panic. Melksham stripped to the ball. Cochin on the left, around the corner. Have a look at Nahas has taken the mark 35 metres out. Do not even think about passing the ball, Nahas.
You've got to go back and kick this one.
You're 25 metres out, man.
Well, it worries me that he's even thinking about it. You've got to love this. What are you doing, man?
Why?
No.
Nahas! They've got it back through Martin. Man,
well, that's
what was
lucky.
he thinking?
And look at the the difference. Dustin Martin, he hasn't even thought about anything apart from, hey, I'm the man. I'll kick the goal. This is what he's in the side for, Robbie Nars. He should have just been chest out, loving life. And you could tell he didn't want it.
Come on, Robin.
He loves a goal, Robbie, so...
Come on, Robin.
Sure what was going on there.
Just come out of jail, I think.
Boy, oh boy. Look at the dagger look on this man. Martin right behind it. Let's ride it with the Tiger fans. Absolutely split the eye diddle for Barrel Boy.
Good fortune, but you do see some players, as soon as they see a chance to sprint on and sprint forward when their team's got the footy, they take off. So they know there's a chance to impact and get involved.
Back out wide. Marriage knocked down. Melksham, partial smother by Cochin. The give and go. Melksham involved with Watson. Now Dyson, the finisher. Look at that for little Chisler. Down the throat of Stanton.
Has the side got the quickest hands?
Stanton. A reliable kick at goal, and that is no exception. That's a magnificent kick, and it's got the journey as well. So Stanton has kicked the goal. Let's get dead set blocking the Bomber players on that occasion. Sure who he is. Get back to you, Doc Larkins.
Yeah, just confirming, left hamstring high up on the bone for Grimes. That's why he's out, Brian.
And what does that mean, high up, Doc?
It means longer time to get better, Brian.
Oh boy, Cramery, look at that! The bulldozer! He went straight through Reds and then had the poise to find Montfrees. Remarkable play.
Runners in the competition.
So as you can see, just under 20 seconds, the only one that can score here in the remaining part of this quarter are the Bombers. Tigers need to be wary of that. And they've given it up to Stanton. He gets a look from 50 and he gets every bit of it. He got every bit of that ball.
Brent Stanton, BT, has continued his unbelievable form. 17 disposals so far, 2 goals. He's had 35 plus 4 times this year. He's just an absolute ball magnet. They've tried to tag him so far in this game, but his gut run is just too strong. Richo can't go with him. He's kicking goals, as you said, more kicks than any player in the competition.
Well, it's hard to tag a man who's probably one of the best. Gives them a lot of run and overlap. Brett Deludio need to get it into his hands, Brian.
Newman back into play. Watson has been able to repel low, and a nice little kick finds Ryder. In the back of my ear while Paddy's trying to kick a goal. Goodness gracious me. Paddy Ryder. Goal number 4 for him. Dream time. Now the kick down the line, went for all or nothing there, Edwards. Picked up by Miller, great look out the side door. Gave it off to Foley in the direction of Rewald. Nahas lurking dangerously around the front and centre, couldn't get it in the end. Melksham will be happy with the ball up here. The umpire lets it go. Eventually it spills out. Jack tried to bore a hole in the back. Edwards around the corner kicks the goal. Tigers have got one against the flow. So they always look dangerous on this foray forward, the Tigers, and Edwards was able to capitalise with one over the shoulder. Very nice, and avoid him, and they've got some space through the middle. Here's their skipper, Watson. A double bounce, could have looked inside as Zaharakis, went no, and stolen by D. Tigers have got a loose out wide. I think it's Grigg. No, yes it is. Plays on immediately. Wanting it long is Miller. He straightens up even straighter than that. A little push there by Edwards. Oh, Rewalt, fantastic. This time Miller doesn't let him down and kicks the goal. The Tigers are just feeling it at the moment.
Well, a bit of reward for effort here for Richmond. Last 7 inside 50s, and Jack Rewalt hasn't had his best of nights, but that was a terrific bit of play. He didn't have
the
time.
ball up here, the Tigers, but Zaharakis says, no, we'll force it out of defence. The desperation by the Bombers is very impressive. Marriage ground level. Did he lock it in? Should it be a free to Stanton? No umpire. Yes, it will be. In fact, it'll go
must knock it out
to Stanton. You heard the umpire. 50-metre penalty, abuse.
Yeah, Big Ivan's had a blow up, and Damien Harvick's had enough. He's got to take himself out. And just let off a bit of steam here. You can see Ivan's frustration because Stanton has got no intention apart from to hold the footy in, and it's actually Stanton holding the ball underneath. And that's what is, I suppose, sometimes disconcerting with the rule, is that Marriage is doing everything he can to keep the ball out. The rule says if you dive on it, it doesn't come out, it's your responsibility. But that's not the spirit of the game. That's not the way you want the game played.
Well, Stanton from 35 metres out directly in front to lower bit. Big blow for the Tigers. Stanton kicks the goal. The umpire could have sucked it in and gone on with it. Here is Grigg. Now to the middle, high ball, Rewalt. The centering target. Gee, Hardingham got hands in back for my liking there. An opportunity for Nahas. Dempsey doing really well. Marriage fired the handball off. Little kick around the corner. Might have been Deledio that got boot to ball. It gets a good bounce, and it is. It's a goal. Gee, not sure whether Hocking had the ball then. Here's Lonergan. He's really impressive. Jetta. Handball intercepted, and now the Tigers have got some run through the middle. Brandon Ellis handball to Morris. Morris thought about it to Martin. He said, you're tailed by Zaharakis, and goes sideways and short and finds Grigg. Not the required journey, said the umpire. So Grigg swung around, let it sail and kick the goal. Better if you don't think about it, said Grigg. Tigers back to 20 points.
And the Tiger fans up on their feet here. They're sensing a real opportunity. Back to 20 points. They've had a great half of this quarter. Had all the inside 50s, they've had all the play, and now just starting to get reward from the scoreboard. Fletcher's off, they're getting a little bit more access and deep into the forward line. Revolt's up and about, their midfielder on top, Richo.
21 points now, and it's a nice position to be in as we enter red time. 20-minute mark, time on period here in the third quarter. Bell Chambers out, muscles Marriage. Dyson on his favourite left side. That's a great kick. Really, really good to Crameri on the lead. Unstoppable.
Full-chested lead.
Crameri comes in. 35 metres out, 45-degree in. And he nails that goal. A beautiful responding goal from the Bombers.
BT, and it looks like they're getting active. He's on the phone. Love it, Murray. He might be coming on.
Doc, we're going to come to you in a moment for a thought there, but here go the Tigers again. Jackson inside 50. Rewalt's got a really good look at this. It was well done over the top. Was there a hand on it? I'm not so sure. I think it might have gone all the way. It has. The Tigers have got one through Jackson. Das just spoke of it. Tigers down by 17. And a little bit of a box on. Quickly down to you, Doc, on Fletcher.
Yeah, he will be subbed. Lovett Murray's got the green vest off. He's been on the phone twice getting the instructions. They've been planning this for the last 3 or 4 minutes. So this is an adductor problem he's had on and off the last month, Brian, and they've just taken the precaution to get him off. He's not moving well, as Dar said.
How about this for the Tigers, though? Couple of minutes out. They've got all the momentum. They've dominated this quarter. Have now been able to get the scoreboard pressure. The Bombers have Fletcher out, who's so important in their structure. Just the body language. I'm looking around the MCG, and you're seeing it just stand a little taller at the moment. Centre clearance here is going to be massive.
Hardingham got the ball here, goes inside 50. Opportunity now out wide for the Bombers. Carlisle picks it up, gives it back into Hocking. Got to get back on the left, and that cost him the tackle in the end. Had to handball it back out. Carlisle trying to brush the tackle off. Got it into Ryder. Ryder with a quick rib. There's Howlett running for goal. I think he's kicked, and he has. The Bombers have responded. Big-time goal from the Bombers and Howlett. Unbelievable stuff for them. In a time of great need, Howlett was able to step to the plate and ping one for the Bombers. 105-82.
Well, that's a massive goal in the context of this game against the flow of play. Just before the three-quarter time siren, the Richmond defenders weren't happy. They thought they might have got a holding the ball decision their way. Richo, they needed to play the quarter out. But that's the class of this side, Essendon. They've always been able to answer so far in this game.
Yeah, they have. They got numbers around that contest. There was a decision there that may have been paid, may not. Essendon had the
clearance out of the punt road end. Here's Alice. Gathers. Lovett Murray, Nahas back inside. Deledio gets a look to the punt road end from 50 metres out. High ball. Miller competed. Rewalt. Just the one goal tonight. Miller again. Come back, Edwards, left foot kick over the shoulder. Is it there to open this one? Right up. He kicks the goal, and they're back within 17 points.
Oh, that's a great bit of work by Shane Edwards, the only Indigenous player out there for Richmond tonight, and that's what his job is. If you're a small forward inside 50, it's his second goal.
Competed really well in the air, didn't he, Richo?
Yeah.
And then the second effort,
Just stayed at it.
from Richmond point of view, it's exactly what they needed. They needed the spark and a bit of confidence to just believe that they can do it. Brett Delidio again, Richo, how good has he been?
He's been outstanding. Some games clearances don't matter as much. Teams don't win the clearances. Doesn't matter in this last quarter.
Game on here at the G. Big Ivan. Lonigan trying to bring it down. Richmond with another clearance to go with their first. Here's Jake King. Boy, elevating high for a little man. Dyson to Lovett Murray. Straight to Cochin in the middle of the ground. 50 metres. This will mean Cochin will kick from 30 metres out directly in front to put them within 11 points.
James Hird just rocked back in the chair, sucked in a deep breath, crossed the arms. He knows that all of a sudden his side's under a bit of pressure, and correct decision. Ryder went over the mark. Cochin's little give before that was just sensational. He draws pressure, this man, because he's just so good. Every time he touches it, it's goal for Richmond.
For his second goal. Biggest kick of the night, no question. Cochin directly in front, punt road, and has got it. Tigers are back within 11 points. Either way here tonight. Zaharakis forced to kick down the line as some of the Bombers run gone. Belchambers got up high. Nice work from the Bombers as Hurley got it off, but they turn it over. Here's Delidio. Short kick to Miller on the lead. Too far out to score. Delidio wanted it back, didn't get it. Here's Jake King. Oh boy, he ignored the little man. Miller goes long. Rewalt was held. The mark taken by Edwards though.
Thought he should have got it back, but in the end it ended up with this man.
25 metres out, if that, Edwards for his third goal. Big goal. They're back within a straight kick here, the Tigers.
He's been really good. He's been one of the reasons they've been able to get back into this game in the second half.
Dempsey plays on. I think he wanted it wider than that, Dempsey, but Watson and then Foley. 2-on-1. Cochin has taken a mark. 35 out.
Just got no run. All that run and spread that we saw early has gone.
First minute of the game was when the Tigers led. Other than that, it's been all the Bombers. Cochin comes in. That's mighty tight. I think it's there. The Tigers are in front. Look at the fans and players enjoy the moment. Couldn't be a bigger occasion. And the yellow and black army are up out of their perches in huge numbers.
Trent Cochin, you're a star. That man Dustin Fletcher's been subbed out of the game. Bizarre decision from Courtney Dempsey to come up the corridor. Came back, he got punished. They've kicked the last 4 goals, the Tigers. Might have been a bit of a shank, in fairness to Dempsey. The kick from fullback. Yeah, it wasn't where he wanted it to go. But as you said, this crowd has erupted. The Richmond Army on their feet. Coast to coast for a goal. Tiger fans aren't happy, but the class of Watson so clean there, Richard.
He picked that up off his ankles and made something out of nothing, created this forward 50.
Knocked down here, picked up by Lovett Murray. Lovett Murray, magnificent goal from the boundary line. He celebrates.
Indigenous round, and Lovett Murray.
Richmond have been so good this quarter. They'll be disappointed by that. Look at that space that Essendon could work into there. That's sloppy by the Tigers. Damien Hardwick will be disappointed.
Just had no one manning him up at that stoppage line.
Jobe Watson has kicked 2 tonight. This is a massive shot at goal. 4 points in front the Bombers, and it's a little left. High ball over the back. Tigers under pressure. Cochin, the clearer. Monfries has stolen it off Grigg. Now this kick suits Monfries because he is a bit of a right to left hooker of the ball, and this will suit him from this position on the ground.
Yeah, great intercept by Monfries.
to make it real hard for the Tigers. To extend the margin to 10 points. Angus Monfries lines up, looks good, it's there!
Away from where the footy's dropping every time.
Well, they've had their chances. They've had that many inside 50s, just haven't been able to take a mark.
Essendon kick a goal here, the game's over. Tigers are under enormous pressure. Look at this. They queue up for an opportunity. Cranberry to Davey. Davey on his left foot. Didn't go for it. Mentioned for Watson, but he kicked the goal accidentally.
Richmond will take away from it is that they've had 65 inside 50s against a team that's only lost one game by a point this year. So there's plenty of positives for the Tiger supporters.
Back into King. King unselfishly dishes off to Nahas. Siren sounds. Bombers have come up trumps here by 19 points. A huge win.